the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. For the Thunder, they come into tonight's game after a loss to the Kings. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game again.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had... no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
A look at the Magic starting group. The franchise in at point guard. Vucevic is out there with Taj Gibson. And there's Gordon. And it's Oladipo in at the 2 spot. The franchise can't throw it down with one hand. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I briefly spoke with Billy Donovan. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
Lets it fly from 18. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Dion Waiters.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And that is good.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Westbrook passes to Waiters. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
No good from the franchise. Pass to Waiters. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And so here is Oklahoma City. And then Waiters with the jam.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Sinks it. And the shot from the franchise.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Passes to Westbrook. He kicks to Cantor. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's the screen. Ibaka outside. Launches a 3. Rebound by the franchise.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here's the franchise coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Ibaka. Shoots from 12. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Kings.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Gobert, he's checked in for the Magic.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Durant sets a screen for Waiters. The kick out to Westbrook. A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 7 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. The franchise. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way.
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive glass. Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside position. Effort, fellas, effort.
Now, I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mitch McGarry's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in. And so in the game for the Magic, the franchise, he's in at shooting guard. Rudy Gobert is out there with Hezonja, and it's Vucevic, and it's Payton in at the point guard position. The Magic trail by 6, and Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He ended with 32 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Payton left side. Pass to Hezonja. Here's the franchise. Gobert, the screen. Feeds it to Vucevic. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And the basket by Morrow.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Waiters with the ball. Now guarded by the franchise. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Cantor checked in for Adams. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Victor Oladipo comes in for Elfrid Payton. For 3, Westbrook got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The franchise passes to Vucevic to the inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And now a look at Serge Ibaka. Some stats on him. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. He's around 14 points per game, 2.5 blocks, and 7 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
The Magic making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Shots good by Ibaka.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
It's Westbrook with the drive and the foul on Victor Oladipo. They set the pick up off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball.